Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com here in San Antonio at the THSCA Coaching School and Convention with the new head coach of the Farmersville Farmers. It's Coach Randy Barnes. Coach, I haven't been able to tell you in person, but congratulations on the new gig.
Thank you very much. It's just another one of those things that the good Lord has pointed us in a new direction, and we're very excited about being at Farmersville. It's been a lot of fun already.
What made this the right move for you? Farmersville puts out a nice press release whenever you're hired and saying what a great fit you are for the job, and I agree. But I kind of want to turn that question on its head. Why was this the right move for you?
Life's about relationships.
Right.
We know that. So John Rouse was my offensive line coach at Crandall for 15 years, and then he was my soup at Raines. So there's that connection. Well, my superintendent at Farmersville, Mr. French, had been at Scurry Rosser, Quinlan Ford, Terrell, all those times I've been at Crandall, so he knew about me.
Yeah.
So that got me in the door, and I really didn't have to do the big dog and pony show, and I went there and to be the head football coach only. And Coach Hankins moved on to another school, and now I'm doing the whole gig again. But that's fine.
Well, we're awful fond of Farmersville and what they've been able to do out there, and I know that you've got good kids out there, kids who work hard and blue collar kids, I think is a good way to put it.
Absolutely.
I'm interested, when you addressed them as their head coach for the first time, what was your message to them?
My message is this is our thing. I said, fellas, what I'm about, I'm going to talk about love a lot every day. We are LEO. We're going to love each other. That's what this whole thing's about. So started building that. That's what I've always done, based it on love. That doesn't mean I'm a softie, but trying to get those kids to really moving toward being a team, that when you're in that deal 4th and 1, you're not doing it for your school. You're doing it not let your brothers down. And so we've made some great strides in that. Now, I'm going to talk about this too. We've had a tragedy at Farmersville. One of our junior starting defensive players is fighting for his life right now. I just want to throw out there, Cash, we're praying for you.
That's and you mentioned the love each other type thing, because I think that that's so important. I think maybe fans watching, they're like, being a high school football coach, a lot of X's and O's and stuff like that, calling plays, it's like it's 1% of the job, and especially in a situation where for some of these guys, at some point you're going to have to get after them. You know what I mean? But they need to know deep down that it's coming from a good place. It's not coming in because you want to get after them. It's coming from a good place.
Well, and that's really what you said. Yeah, we're not going to change who we are to get to fix something that can't be fixed in a year or 2 years or whatever. We're going to be who we are at Farmersville and the staff, and good things are going to happen. We're going to do things right, and our kids do have some tradition to build on. They won a state championship in 07. My first loss as a head coach, 1991, we played Farmersville in the regional finals at Mesquite Anby, and they beat us. Troy Redwine. I got to meet all those guys, and I'm bringing those guys back to speak with our kids.
That's great.
They've got to know how important it is, and we've lost that a little bit.
I want to ask you a little bit about what you feel like this team is going to hang its hat on. In 2021, this Farmers team. Seems like there's going to be some youth on the roster. Going to be some younger guys. But
really, believe it or not, we have a really solid senior class, a good junior class. Sophomore class. That junior class doesn't have very many in them.
Yeah.
So we are going to be limited on numbers, but we'll survive that. We're going to get you in good shape, get you strong. We don't ever want you to get hurt, but if you do,
right.
That's the way it is.
What do you think? What do you think this team's going to be about? What is going to be the strength of this Farmers team, especially in 2021?
The strength is going to be this. On offense, brought the same offense we've been running, which is a zone read RPO, and we put and the kids are loving that. I think we'll execute that really well. We snap it every 14 seconds. I feel like we'll execute offense. Defensively is the key. Yeah. We got to get that going. Cord Woods, our coordinator, I love what he does. The defense matches our offense now.
Yeah.
And hang our hat on executing on offense. Hang our hat on being able to knock the crap out of people on defense. But I'm not kidding there. And the number one thing is, please don't get your head down when you make a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm watching film from last year. Something.
Yeah, a lot of hang dog.
The most important play is the next one, guys.
Right.
But
well, and that's interesting because and you mentioned the defensive coordinator because you say you're snapping the ball every 14 seconds. Scoring's fun, but it also, when you do that, puts a strain on your defense. You know what I mean? And they've got to be prepared for that. So is it safe to say then that you feel confident that your defensive staff and the defensive guys can match what's going to be asked of them? Because when you do snap it that often, there's some strain that comes.
Well, we're going to be high risk
Yeah.
on defense also. I mean, it's no secret. We're going to man you up, and we're going to come get you. And, yeah, we just got to – I came from 38 years of running the wishbone type stuff and went to this after my stint at Lee and moved on with it. So this offense can keep you in it. But at Raines, we led the entire 1A through 4A in the regular season in offense, total yards, scoring, and didn't get in the playoffs. Now, 5 of the teams in our district were in the top 15 week 7. I mean, you got Mount Vernon and Mineola. It was a heck of a district. And we were there in all the games but Mineola. This offense gives us a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking before we came on the air about that this is your 40th coaching school.
Yes, sir. And proud of it.
Yeah. Let me just ask a dumb question. What keeps you coming back? What is it that keeps you coming to coaching school?
Man, you mentioned earlier the rhythm of a coach.
Yeah.
This is the rhythm. My mother used to say after July 4th, order the turkeys. We won't see Randy till after Thanksgiving. But you get that. But seeing all your friends that you don't get to see because we are a fraternity, and it's just getting better as a fraternity. Now, my friends are getting a little bit less, but I still get to see a whole lot of, Ronnie Gage and all my friends from Region 3 a lot.
Yeah.
That's what keeps me coming back. This is a great profession.
Yeah.
And you know that.
Yeah.
And a lot of great men in it.
Well, it's, the fun of my job is that I get to be, I get to kind of be at least a fly on the wall at the fraternity house. You know what I mean? But you mentioned the fraternity, and I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up the story of your daughter, and I hope you'll tell the folks what happened because it seems like a really remarkable story of kind of the strength of this organization and the Texas High School Coaches Fraternity.
It is. Meredith, my sweet youngest daughter, she is at Tech, and she's type 1 diabetic, and she got COVID, so that meant it was tough on her.
Yeah.
So she was in the hospital from Sunday night till Friday morning. She got out at noon and kidneys failing. Not all the way, but it was tough. But I tweeted out, coaches, please pray for my daughter, Meredith. And almost immediately, her numbers changed, and I'm not kidding. And the doctor called me at 4 o'clock on Friday morning, and it scared me because the nurses are who called us because I couldn't see her.
Yeah.
I couldn't go see my baby, know. And I said, oh, is it bad? He said, Coach, no, it's not. It's a miracle. Kidneys 100%, everything's back to normal. He said, what happened? Is she strong? I said, yeah, she's strong. But it was 10,000 coaches praying for her that did it. It's a great story, and I think it speaks to the strength of the fraternity here. It does.
Randy Barnes, Coach, congratulations on the new gig. We can't wait to see what you do at Farmersville. Appreciate you taking a little bit of time for us.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching this clip here on YouTube. If you like this kind of stuff and you want more of it, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember, you can watch us live every weekday at noon at TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, or here on YouTube. And if you want more of the best coverage of football in the state of Texas, check out TexasFootball.com and become a Dave Campbell's Texas Football Insider at TexasFootball.com/subscribe.